red bottoms, Gucci bag.
What's good, y'all? It's Sense the R&B Poster Boy. And for the next few minutes, you about to be rocking with me. I'm about to let y'all know exactly what's going on in my life right now, man. What's going on with the music. Everything that's going on with me, you about to find out right now. You're not rocking with the Poster Boy, it's the Posterboylife. Yeah. I was actually born in a small port city in Alabama, Mobile, Alabama. Home of Mardi Gras. Most people think that New Orleans, Louisiana is actually the birthplace of Mardi Gras, but it's not. Later moved to Houston, Texas. My parents relocated there when I was pretty young. My dad and mom, ended up divorcing. My mom moved back to Alabama, and my dad then relocated to 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas. So I spent a lot of my childhood there. But really back and forth between parents, of course, got the best of both worlds, man. Mobile, Alabama, the hometown, Houston, Texas, where I was raised. They both made me, so it is what it is. I came up with the name Sense, spelled with a Z, not Sins, not Sense. It's Sense, as in common sense. Your 5 senses, however you want to look at it from that perspective as far as the pronunciation of it. But I call myself Sense because being an artist that writes my own songs, I have to pull from a lot of different variables and a lot of different experiences in order to write and create the records that I sing. Being able to use my senses to describe the essence of a woman and how sexy she is. Using your senses, you can write a song about anything. I could write a song about this desk if I want to. I'm using my senses, obviously, touch to know it's hard, my eyes to know it's tan color, to know that, if I wanted to take, this subject and write a song about it, I could, by using those things. So that's where my name is derived from a songwriter's perspective and from an artist's perspective.
Because it's usually me, girl, coming to
my journey in music. Well, a long time ago, my grandmother, my mother's mother, had the bright idea of putting me and my brother, Matthew, in piano lessons. We had an auntie that actually taught piano, and she also directed the choir at my grandmother's church. And my grandmother was really active, in her church. Also, Sweet Bethel Baptist Church, really small church in Posterboylife, Alabama. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Posterboylife, Alabama, but Forrest Gump, the movie Forrest Gump was taped there. But yeah, man. So my grandmother, my mother's mother was really, into the choir. Had me and my brother taking piano lessons. We had to sing in the choir every Sunday. Of course, I had the stronger voice of us two, so I got picked on to sing more solos and Easter programs and whatnot. In high school, actually, went to high school in Houston, and at Westbury High School, man, we actually had the only gospel choir in a school in Texas. One of the best choirs, man, in the city, in the state. We actually competed against HSPVA and other performing arts schools like that in the city, and statewide. Performed at the rodeo, the whole nine. So I've always been a great writer. I always excelled at writing. Did some writing out in Atlanta earlier on in my career. I actually went out there and, got my feet wet out there, just, doing the songwriting thing. And a mentor of mine told me later that, I had the image to actually be a recording artist, so that, I should start to sing my own songs. So at that point, I actually started referencing my own songs to sell, start building a fan base that way, and people actually start following me and following my artistry as a recording artist. The more and more I referenced my own songs to sell, So that's pretty much how I, got here. I'm full-blown, full-fledged recording artist. Got a hit single out. Lady in the Streets featuring Kurt Cobain. Got to put that plug in there. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what got me here. Well, I don't think anybody that has done music, whether they even just love music, whether they're doing it professionally, can say that they weren't influenced by Michael Jackson. Obviously, he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest. Well, he is the greatest entertainer and artist, recording artist of all time. Also, my parents, man. I mean, I grew up in a household where both of my parents had very, very, very great taste in music. I mean, my mom was an Isley Brothers fan. She was an amazing Frankie Beverly fan. Some of the newer cats, she was an R. Kelly fan. My dad, I mean, he listened to cats like the Commodores. Earth, Wind & Fire is one of his favorite groups. To date, currently, I say Usher and Tank. Usher, obviously, from the performance side, and being an R&B artist and wanting to be, a great vocalist. Tank, in our day and age and in time, and also being a songwriter. Tank in our day and age and time is probably one of the most influential and greatest songwriters and vocalists, both combined together, that you can have in one man and in one artist. So, I think it's room for me. I can only, control, what I'm doing, how hard I'm working, and what I'm bringing to the table. Looking at where I'm at and where I'm going, I feel like the genre's in a pretty good situation. It's moving in the right direction. Shout out to those doing their thing though. And like I said, man, I'm gonna do the best I can to progress and make sure that the music in my genre progresses in the right direction.
Turn the volume up. It's track nights.
It'd be a bunch of people. If you can mix Marvin Gaye with Teddy Pendergrass, with Mike, with Prince, with who's new school, with Usher, with Tank, with The Dream. If I hooked up with Tank and The Dream, in the lab together, who knows what could happen. But think about it, if Marvin and Mike were there also. I mean, it's crazy the type of music that you can mix together working, with people in my genre. So, dead or alive, I wouldn't be able to pick, really to tell you the truth. I guess, I kind of cheated on that one, but hey. That record, I actually wrote that record in late 2010. Producer Eddie Ferguson actually produced the record while I was writing the record, and the original version of it went on a project that was released that same year called A Preface, which is still available on iTunes now. But that was the original record. 2 years later, actually a year later, I opened up for the Slim Thug at the Thug Show album release party and concert at House of Blues, and actually opened up the show with Kurt Cobain. So, we exchanged contacts there. Our manager spoke, and I always wanted to remix the record with another Houston artist. Stars aligned, we crossed paths again a year later in 2012, because that was in 2011, and we got it done. We shot on the record, they loved it. He laid his verse, and here we are. I like a freak in the bed. Nah, man, I mean, obviously, if you listen to the record, you listen to the hook, I like both, I need both. Right now, you know, I'm a single man, so, you know, freaking the bed, damn sure don't hurt. But, I mean, I love it, you know, when a woman is, you know, is ladylike and is classy. And she can play, you know, both roles, man. It ain't nothing like, you know, having a woman that can be both of those things and play both of those roles. You know, swag just be amazing when they can do that. So, I'm gonna go with the hook and what the hook say. What the hook gonna be? I need a lady in the streets, but a freak in the bed. Well, I got a big move actually. It's about to happen. I'm actually about to move to Los Angeles and continue to promote the single Lady in the Streets out there. So, you know, at this point, I'm actually, you know, preparing for that move. The record has a bunch of potential. So, you know, we're actually, you know, working on making sure that record, you know, gets its just doing flourishes and does what it's supposed to, because it's a really good record. Working on other projects right now, you know, always in the studio, always writing. Man, got 15 or 20 records, you know, just sitting, waiting, recorded, you know, ready to go. Golden Ticket is out. That was a project I dropped Valentine's Day this year. It was a free release on that Piff. It's, you know, probably, you know, 5,000 or 6,000 downloads on that Piff at this point since February. Doing really well. With 2 singles deep onto that. Just shot the video for Drunk Sex, which is gonna be the next single off of Golden Ticket, following up Lady in the Streets. But just continuing to work, man. Hopefully we nominated for some, you know, for some awards, Freshman of the Year, and, you know, Best New Artist, you know, and all of that good stuff, you know, in 2013. We're just really trying to finish up 2012 very, very, very strong. And, you know, just get some headwind and some momentum going into 2013, and hopefully by that time, y'all will be recognizing that, you know, I'm next in R&B. Ooh, girl, I got a thing for you. I'll take you anywhere that you wanna go. Your love is so incredible. I got a G6 waiting for you. Making love up burning jet fuel. Since, man, I be Poster Boy. You just rocked with me. I gave you some info, some insight on what I'm doing, you know, how I feel about some things, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. It's the Poster Boy Life. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Nobody got nothing on you.